Well, good afternoon, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this does not work, man. It is Friday afternoon, and I hope you guys tune in tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, for our live stream. Because, of course, I know it's a holiday weekend. I know a lot of you are going to probably going out of town. But you know what? I'm going to keep my ass right here where it's safe. Because when you get old, you're not worried about risking your life too much, because you realize you've got less days ahead of you than you got behind you. So I'm going to stay home and stay off the road and keep on working here on the man cave as always. So we'll go ahead and kill the beats. Oh, you know I love my music. So we have some interesting news today on our quarterback, Dak Prescott. People will say, why are you always talking about Dak? It's like, well, people don't really care that much about a backup kicker. They just don't. And we're getting, of course, will Dak be back? I was at Lowe's, and a New York Giant fan said, well, what about your quarterback? Is he going to be back? I'm like, dude, he's already on the field, and he's literally saying that if he had to play a game today, he could. And so I feel confident of where he is. Now, in light of some of the offseason problems with quarterbacks, we've heard quite a few quarterbacks that want to be part of the process. Deshaun Watson was definitely not happy about more people from New England coming to work as the GM in that situation, as well as all of his teammates like Hopkins and stuff being traded. He wanted more say in the team and realized the best thing I can do is get the hell out of Dodge. Well, he's still in Texas with the Texans, and, well, everybody else is gone but him. Russell Wilson, he kind of went through that whole Bill Parcells, if you want me to do the cooking, let me at least buy the groceries. And he was unhappy about the situation and not being consulted. And the biggest one, of course, that we've heard is Aaron frickin' Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, who is trying to become the GM and fire the GM that's currently there, is definitely unhappy with the situation. Loves his teammates. He had nice things to say about that young quarterback that's a backup, even about his coach LaFleur. But front office, nah. He wants to get rid of those guys and wants more say. So this, in essence, is the diva quarterback. That's right, the diva quarterbacks. So now that Dak Prescott has been shown the love and is one of the highest players in the history of the NFL, do we expect Dak Prescott to be that guy that says, you're paying me all this money, I want to control what goes on this team? Well, here's a response from Dak Prescott. I trust the people around here in those positions to do what they need to. And I feel like they do ask me to bring me into the loop on things when they feel like they should. We have a great relationship. So that, my friends, is telling right there that, hey, you know what? I'm not going to be the diva. You know what? I trust the people above me. I'm going to control the things I can control, the things on the field as well as the players. They do consult me, as opposed to Jordan Love being drafted and nobody telling Aaron Rodgers that, you're on the fast train out of here because your play has been going down the last couple of years and we're trying to dump your salary. No, they didn't do that with Dak. They actually talked to him. So that's a great thing to hear. The other situation, and I can't wait to see this full interview from Sage Steele. They've been teasing bits and pieces of it, and what better way to tease than to use a Dallas Cowboy? Because let's face it, once you put the Dallas Cowboys on anything, that label alone will get you a whole lot of play. And putting Dak Prescott coming back from a catastrophic injury is a great way to start out your new show. And tease this, work this up, because the full interview is not going to be sometime in June. And this is another excerpt from it. And it's talking about mental illness. Now, you've got people like Skip Bayless out there who literally basically try to throw Dak Prescott under the bus, saying, I don't know if I want my quarterback admitting that they actually have depression, are you gonna get depressed now, as he said it after a defensive lineman would tackle him, per se. And in all reality, pretty much all of us especially through this pandemic and being confined and losing jobs or not being able to go on vacation and losing family members. I think all of us have gone through depression, and I can myself, having lost my brother this year, can empathize, understand, relate, and understand that I'm not the only one that's going through this. So let's get to the clip here from it and hear exactly it.
You have talked openly about just that roller coaster ride that you were on emotionally. I mean, understandably so. With COVID, how'd you pull yourself back up?
My brother, Jace, he pulled me out of it, as a big brother does, I guess. And I was going through depression and anxiety, and as I said, I was learning like what it was and was talking to friends and like trying to figure out why I was feeling the way I was, but it was because I was isolated. It was because I wasn't being able to be around the people that I wanted to and make a daily impact or just being able to smile and ask somebody how their day was and make it better. COVID took that away from all of us. So, I mean, I wasn't sleeping. It was tough.
Did you talk to him about that?
I texted my brothers, like, man, I'm struggling with this isolation thing, right? And he writes back, I'm here for you. And then my other brother, you know what I'm saying, love you, let me know if you need me. So I was almost like, well, I don't want to put my pain and my depression and anxiety on them. And Jace, no, he was my best friend, a teddy bear. And that's exactly what he was, he was the comforting one. Yeah, I mean, to a week later, finding that news out was, yeah, tough.
What happened to Jace?
Yeah, my brother, last year in the middle of the night, I want to say around 2 o'clock in the morning, took his life. And it just was devastating. And to wake up the next day to my dad waking me up, I just will never forget it. There's things and moments and emotions and situations in your life you'll never forget that exact feeling, and that was one of them. Being awakened by my dad with literally my support system there to help me grieve. And I realized at that moment, I told my friends and family that was around that day is, guys, we got to talk. We've got to talk to one another because I didn't know he was feeling that way. I didn't know he was like that, right? And I even tried to be vulnerable to them, but that's it. It's not easy. And that's why I come out and on front of the mental awareness thing and tell people, guys, men, women, powerful, not powerful, whatever you are, we've got to talk. And it's an obligation for all of us to listen and to help.
Amen. Yeah, that's losing somebody you're close to is never an easy thing, and sharing those details with somebody else is not an easy thing either. And for letting people know that you're vulnerable, some will look at as a weakness. I actually view it as a sense of strength and worrying about others and putting them before yourself. And that, my friends, one, is a sign of leadership, but it's two, it's the way we should be. Be there for each other to be a positive as opposed to being a negative. Yeah, Dak Prescott is truly a leader. He's not looking to cause waves with the Dallas Cowboys. He's not looking to take over and be in charge. He wants to be the best player that he can be and be the best citizen he can be as well. I hope you guys tune in tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. We'll have a full roundup of everything that's happened this week with the Dallas Cowboys. It's been a great week thus far, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. But you know what time it is now.
Our coach here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the show for the Sports Report.
You did one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to